Hi everyone, just starting the review process for this year. So I'm just going to have a whole bunch of reviews go up on my YouTube channel over the next couple of months or a couple of weeks hopefully, but we'll see. So I'm starting out with a product that I've had in my kits all year, last year, from a brand called HaaKaa. So these guys do all sorts of quite groovy products that are waste reducing. So they've got things like lunch boxes and silicone wraps and things. But I've got a few baby products that I want to just sort of take you through to give you an idea of some of their cool products. So first of all is this thing here. This is a reusable breast pump. It's so simple, isn't it? Like it's so basic. There's no motor. There's no, like, it's just a simple pump, and it's, as I understand, and I've had lots of mums who have sort of talked about them using it. It works the same as a baby sucking. So one of the things I remember as a breastfeeding mum was, like, you go and you sit down on the couch and you put I had one of those double pump things. You stick one on each side and you sit there like you're in a milking shed. You know, you feel like you're just sitting there and that you've got two on, and it's as you're sitting there, it's like you're trying to relax and it's going burp, burp, and it's quite nasty, really. And so these here really appealed to me because they're silent, so there's no motor, there's nothing to actually happen with it. That you just basically you just get your breast, you stick at it, and I'm not giving you a real view at this one, just using my hand. So you stick it on, and it's just like a baby sucking. So when it's on there, and you just squeeze the bulb, it literally just is pulling. There's no like going like this, it's just pulling like a baby. And a lot of women use it on the other side when they're waiting, like, to get the milk to let down. So it just sucks on like that, and then it once you've got the right suck, it just constantly fills. Really, really simple. The new ones have got little stoppers that go inside them, and they've got lids and all sorts of things, but this is just the simple bit that I've got. Really, really simple, nothing to go wrong, and silent, which is really nice and easy to sort of sanitize after you've used it. Products like these, to me, they're simplistic. They serve a purpose, but also they're quite, like, it's small, and it can be used over and over again. It just, to me, it's sort of going back to a little bit more like natural than electronic stuff, just something to think about. Still on the feeding side of things, if you can't breastfeed and you're a bit like me, I struggled for about 6 months going, I was not a great breastfeeder. And even though you think, well, I'm quite good up there, they don't work. So not helpful. So we had to top Daniel up with bottles, but going back he's nearly 12 now. Going back 12 years ago, all the bottles that had come out were all plastic, and I had issues with that, believe me, because especially nowadays when you find out about BPA free, and you read about drink bottles not being left in hot cars because the plastic can leach into them, and then I look back and think, shoot. We fed Daniel out of a plastic bottle. You heated it in plastic, you stored it in plastic, and there was no such thing as BPA free. So I was really happy when there was quite a few brands now, but this is the HaaKaa one. They brought out a glass bottle. So to me, this makes really good sense because the glass is obviously not going to leach anything in. You can heat it in the glass, and you're not sort of risking having things sort of leaching into the milk. So it's a really nice standard sort of bottle. It's light. It's been dropped quite a few times at my workshops, and it's still survived. So it's quite a sturdy glass. And then you've got your cap, of course, which you can just change your silicone tops. Nice sort of simple system. Really like it, and I like the glass factor. Or their other product, which got me all excited last year, is their stainless steel bottle. And so this here to me is a fabulous product because, a lot of people go, oh yeah, but stainless steel, and then it's like once you're finished with it, what do you do? They've thought about that. So the big thing that impressed me was that this has a whole life cycle, which is really quite awesome. So to start with, it starts out as a baby's bottle. So you've got your teat, just your normal teat, and you feed them from that. It's also on the inside, it's got all of the the numbers in there so they don't wear off like they do on glass and plastic, so that you can use this for multiple kids and the numbers won't wear off. It's also thermal, so if you put warm stuff in there, then it's going to keep it nice and warm. So basically you start it out as a bottle. Then when the child gets bigger and you want a sippy cup, you've got a set of handles, and you actually can just change this teat. I haven't got a spare teat, but I'll just give you, you'll get the idea. You put your sippy cup teat on here, so it's just a silicone different teat, and then you've got a sippy cup for the baby. Then as they progress and they move into a drink bottle, you've got an attachment you can get with the straw, so you can screw the straw on with the handles or without, and then it's a drink bottle, which is a fabulous, it's gone from just being a bottle to now we've got a drink bottle. Also, the thing, like once, because I mean this can only hold 280 mils, so when they get out of that and they need a bit more, so maybe they're going to school, you want a bigger drink bottle, then this becomes redundant, except what they've done is they've sort of compensated for that redundancy. So you might have used it for 2 kids. It's still a solid thermal bottle. So what are you going to do? They've got a lid for it. So you get the lid, you screw it on, and because it takes about 280 mils, you can take a soup to work. You can you could put a bit of casserole or something in there and take it to work as a nice little thermos. Or you might have a child who likes taking warm food to school in winter, so you can send them to school with warm food in the wee thermos. This also works like if you're feeding, if you've heated the bottle up and you're going out, you can pop that on, take the warm milk out with you, and then put your teat on. Fabulous product. To me, this sort of thing where you've got a whole life cycle of a product makes it just that much more awesome, because you've got many stages that this product will go through, whereas the bottle is a bottle and then that's it. It's done. So this compared to this, love this. Think this is fabulous, but just love this a little bit more. And then the other product that I've got out of their range is this one here. And this is another super cool product for parents on the go, going away, going overseas, going out for dinner. This here is a baby feeder, basically. It sounds really bad, doesn't it, baby feeder? But what you do is you put the baby food in there. This is all silicone. You put the little lid on, so if you're going out, you've got it sort of all stored up like that. And then when you get to where you're going and you want to feed the baby, basically you just take the little stopper out, screw your spoon back on, and then you feed the baby through the spoon. I do have a few issues personally, because I mean we always used a bowl and a spoon, which worked quite fine. And so when I first saw this, I was like, why? What happened to the bowl and the spoon? But as I've sort of thought about it more and more, I think it's a great idea, especially if you're out and you just, like, you've got some custard or whatever that you want to feed the baby. It's a really convenient way, and it's really tidy. And then when you're finished feeding them, you just put the lid on, take it home, wash it and reuse it. So I can see huge benefits for that in modern sort of times. So that, and again, it's just a simple way to take your own baby food, really, in a reusable container. The HaaKaa range is quite huge. They've got a great website, and they're sold through a lot of different stores as well, like Baby on the Move. They've got generally parts of their range, but if you go onto the HaaKaa website, which is www.haakaa.co.nz, you'll find their whole product range, lunch boxes, silicone food wraps and all sorts. So love their brand, love their products. I think it's great that it's a Kiwi brand that's sort of going there with a lot of reusable baby products. And that for me just makes, it makes my job easy, because there's cool stuff to talk about. But also it's great for Kiwi parents to have those options available. So that's my little review today on HaaKaa, and I hope that you've go and have a look at their website or check them out in one of the stores around the place that stock them. And feel free to let me know what you think of them too. I love getting feedback. And if you find out any new products, get in touch and I'll be sure to review those too. That's it for me today. See you later.